listening to the Fox and Raven podcast.
Welcome to the Fox and Raven podcast. I'm KOS, the King of Sorrow, aka Fox, and to the right of me, on the side of me, as always, is J Tune, aka Raven. I don't know what the right is. Every time we say right, I'm right-handed.
But it is your actual right.
Right-handed.
So, yeah, it is your actual right.
and go this way. It's like, is he retarded or something? I'm holding you. Or which hand? Which hand do you write with? Right or left? That's your right.
I got the Tourette's and shit.
Yeah. So, and to the right of me, on the side of me, is J Tune. As always. What's up, Tune?
What's going on, man? Another day, another podcast. Because we don't get paid for this, but we do it anyway because we love y'all.
Yeah, we have to. Yeah, you gotta. We do it for the families out there and the people that are lost, like this squirrel right now walking across my car,
right?
Thinking that he can just do shit. We do it because we love you. You know, it's a hood support group that we just made up right now.
When you ain't got no family, no friends, when your daddy left you for that pack of cigarettes and never came back.
We just made up right now. I'm still waiting for my daddy to come back with them cigarettes. I thought it sounded. You know, what your daddy went to get milk, mine went to get some smokes. Yeah, mine went to go get some smoke, and he don't even smoke. I never seen him smoke.
Right, yeah.
You know,
he had mean as asthma. He wasn't trying to get into that.
Yeah, he was asthmatic. He always had the damn inhaler. What he doing?
I know. My dad didn't leave. I was the one that went out for the pack of cigarettes.
Yeah, you went. Yeah, I'm gonna go get some yoo-hoo, and I'll be right the fuck back.
Yeah.
You left and never came back.
I got the little candy cigarettes, you know, that they used to sell like when we was kids. Walking down the street stressed out.
All the powder shit coming out the box. He's sitting there just hit the motherfuckers all hard. Yeah, you know what?
Do I sniff this?
I ain't gotta take this kind of shit. I can just leave right now. I got 2 Capri Suns, a half a bologna sandwich, and my blanket. I'm out this motherfucker. I ain't gotta take this shit. No.
Got my sandwich cutting to 4 triangles.
They don't They don't treat me right. No, like still putting the whole bread on my sandwich, knowing I don't like the edges. They fuck with the ridges of my mouth.
Right.
Disrespectful.
the crust be cutting the webbing in my mouth right there on the side.
Knowing that I like you to wait, pour my milk and let my Captain Crunch soak in there so it don't fuck up the roof of my mouth.
Yeah.
They just disrespectful.
Speaking of bags of food, man, Halloween is coming up, and if you homeless, that's the best time to go trick or treating. Get all that candy, all them calories, all that sugar.
Speaking of candy, it is Halloween time. It sure is Halloween time. What I seen too, when I really knew it was Halloween time. When I really knew it was Halloween time was the fucking, what I was about to say, the Disney commercials. How they were all depressing now. You know how every Halloween they had the Disney commercial that's be like, oh, it's villains, October is villains month, whatever.
Oh yeah.
I guess even in comics, well, this one shout out to comic what was that shit called?
Comic Cult?
The Comic Cult. Even Comic Cult and that one on YouTube is called I think it's called Variant Comics, the little YouTube channel. Shout out to them too. Because I go back and forth with old boy on there and he's pretty cool. But October is Villains Month, and this is how I knew it was a depressing Halloween. It's because fucking the Disneyland commercials is like the old, when the Corona first started, in the old Denny's commercials that we used to talk about in an earlier podcast. Even though we're not there, we're all together. What you want to say? Even though we can't be there physically, we're all together. What they try to say, like spiritually,
like some dumb shit like that.
Some dumb ass slogan about how we're still all together. And supposedly I heard it's opening up. Well, a lot of stuff.
It tried to do that before, and then look what happened.
Did you hear anything about trick or treating this year? Because y'all really fucking up about.
We talked about it. We talked about it in another podcast, and I'm going to bring it up again. Because it's been like a month since we talked about it, but it's just kind of a warning to parents and stuff like that. Is I'm gonna like what's the word I'm looking for? Paraphrase. I'm gonna paraphrase it. So
so they're downloading like my shit.
Yeah, it's like, dude, I got to put the little circles with the dots buffering and shit. So they said in LA, especially like Los Angeles County, Halloween is canceled, no trick or treating. So then you have this group of parents like, oh, you're not going to take this away from our kids. All this, bullshit. It's 1 year of trick or treating. Your kids don't need that fucking candy. But, they're fighting for normalcy. Everybody's sick of COVID. They said, if you're participating in this, leave your porch lights on. We're going to take our kids trick or treating anyways. Like, fuck what the government says, which is fine. I mean, you could do that. However, there's another group of people that are like, who are hardcore, like, COVID is serious, like, you're not taking this serious, like, they're really mad at these parents that want to take their kids out. So what they're planning on doing is getting Kit Kats, Reese's, Snicker bars, whatever, and
put them on the porch.
No, they're gonna leave their lights on and they're gonna give it to the kids, but they're talking about injecting like poison into the fucking like through the. That's
what I'm saying, man. Like, it's like, what is that shit?
It's like, because they're pissed. It's like, oh, you're risking your kids getting sick or you getting sick. So your kids get fucking. We'll make your kids get sick. Basically,
like what backwards mentality is that? I'm mad that you're risking your kid getting sick, so I'm gonna poison.
So I'm gonna make them sick to teach you a lesson and shit. But it's like, it's not the kid's fucking fault.
How is that teaching the parents a lesson? You gonna kill the kid, make the parents depressed, but you actually killing the kid. That doesn't make sense. You don't teach the parents anything. You just teach them you just make them hate you or going besides hate. Don't take out revenge on your ass.
Yeah, and you're never gonna know, who did it because you get candy from so many places. So it's just, it's one of those things. And everybody always says, oh, check your kid's candy. You can't check the candy for that kind of shit. Like that's a small little puncture in the back of a package where the little flap is, and then poison goes right into that bitch.
But besides like poisoning, which is one of the main things that phrase "check your candy" came from a long time. Because besides like, oh, it is raining.
It's snowing over here.
Oh yeah. So besides like check kid, where that shit came from? It came from back in the day with our parents. They used to put little crack rocks in the damn.
Yeah, they used to put drugs in that candy.
Yeah.
I remember that.
In little aluminum foil paper or whatever, like in candy wrapper first.
Yeah.
That's why I'll let you check your kids' candy. Besides, like for bad candy and like stuff that can kill them, razor blades and all that, because you do have some fucked up people in the world. That's crazy. Like I that part I still don't get. That's the craziest shit. I don't get, what do you get from killing kids? Like it's not even like a sick laugh, because it's not even like a sick laugh. What I'm trying to say is I wonder what you get for putting like a little razor blade inside of a candy wrapper. Oh, I'm gonna get that kid, cut up his mouth. Like what joy you get out of that shit?
It's like you know what I mean? Like, it's like the people that were putting like hepatitis needles in the fucking gas pumps and shit. Like what's the point?
I'm like, what is the joy out of torturing a little ass kid that can't have the concept of revenge? If you're gonna torture somebody that's gonna
come back for you,
back at your ass. Yeah, you know what I mean? That's the kind of shit I like. Bring the war. If you can torture somebody that's gonna come back for you.
Yeah.
Or, of course, it ain't like, full out war where, you're going to a kid. I understand like this, though, where like we read Sun Tzu and all that. You're going to kill somebody, kill their wife, they kill Genghis Khan shit, wife, kids, and everything else. But that's different.
That's when you're the one seeking revenge.
Yeah, but I ain't talking about, exactly. But I ain't talking about some little kid walking up, ding dong. Yeah, I put fucking razor blades in glass. Like, what are you getting out of that shit?
I know.
Your fucking weasel, old recess cartoon looking ass. Remember?
The little,
fucking, you remember that dude?
It's all skinny with the zoot suit and the hat and shit.
The zoot suit pants, no zoot suit jacket. I think he had red hair or some shit. He looked like a fucking weasel, big ass weasel, teeth. I put glass in there, fucking apple.
I got him, boss.
Scare the shit out of some kids. Make some scary shit as long as you ain't trying to hurt them, whatever. Scare the shit out of this Halloween. Yeah. Give them some candy that looks scary. Give them some eyeballs with some shit that they can eat. Spaghetti eyeball shit. What happened to that shit? Remember that spaghetti?
Give them a real eyeball.
Yeah, remember what happened to the little, you walk through somebody's house and they had a spaghetti eyeball bowl or some shit right there, put your hand in there and all that kind of weird shit. What about that weird fun shit? Weird, safe but fun shit. Scare the fuck out of them. Give them a whole bunch of candy, but you don't trying to harm them over some, they told us not to go outside and we're trying to keep our family safe. All right, come on, man. Like some people, that damn paranoia is something else. That
it's wild, man.
Disney with their shit. So and it looked like they're trying to open back up. I mean, I guess you can go trick or treating at downtown Disney. Don't take everything I say verbatim or whatever.
Yeah.
Google the shit yourself. But that's what I
Find
heard.
out.
If you want to go to downtown Disney and take your kids trick or treating and shit like that, maybe you can get some glow in the dark fucking COVID mask with Mickey on it or
I
some
know.
shit like
You'll
that.
see Maleficent sitting on the sidewalk holding her hat, asking for change. There's coins on this side, dollars on this side.
Mickey sitting there. What's up, baby? You know we been out of work. Yeah, let me suck your dick, baby.
Give me that happiest rock on earth.
This COVID been hard on all of us, baby. Come on. The fucking Disneyland's closed. It's bullshit.
I wonder if South Park's made an episode about that yet, because they be going hard on Mickey Mouse, man.
Got some. I'm gonna check. I ain't seen no funny shit like that in a minute. I'm gonna check them out. So yeah, but let's go to more funner. As you become an adult, and as you can tell, Halloween becomes less and less important, as in the whole trick or treating part, and the partying part comes up. So we want to give you some more. We last year, I guess, didn't we give like do's and don'ts of costumes or some shit like that in one of our podcasts?
I think we did. And then the year before that, Willie Earl and Gus did all the different tips on Halloween tips.
Yeah, yes. I think we should have Willie Earl and Gus on our next one.
Yeah, I think so.
Funny.
I think that'd be good.
Yeah,
it's been a minute, especially with the new, because the Willie Earl and Gus episode on Spotify got like, that's one of our top episodes, and now that we have the video also, I think that'll be a good little thing to do.
Yeah, we'll probably do that the very next one, because especially towards Halloween, it's just the end of the year and they're coming out. But anyway, so as you become an adult, more and more less trick or treating, and it becomes about more partying. It becomes more of the thing. Costume parties, I still always enjoy that shit. I still enjoy it to this day. Costume parties at that, because I guess it's the little kid in me that still like to dress up as whatever. But my dumbass, like, if we gonna do it, I like to do it big. We like to go all out. I'll get the full costume and every fucking item included type of party costume. Plus, be creative and add ons and shit to my costume.
Yeah,
I went to a costume party recently, and I was the Big Bad Wolf, and I had Little Red Riding Hood with, and she had the whole Little Red Riding Hood shit, and with the basket, we put biscuits and shit in there and everything.
And I remember when you were a Ghostbuster one year, right? And didn't you even get some like extra like glow in the dark little shit to make it look like ooze and shit that you added to the costume?
Yeah. I had got some what you call it? Damn, what do you call that shit? Sticky shit. What is that shit? I forgot. Slime. I had some slime and some confetti, the green confetti type shit, and I put that with that whatever that string shit, the string decoration shit, some green shit.
Even in high school, man, I remember in high school we went all decked out on Halloween, man. I had that handmade that entire little jester outfit except for the hat.
Oh yeah, you sure did. You sure did. You had
I was pissing teachers off because my leg had the bells and the hat had the bell. Yeah, so I was walking all through the classroom because I always showed up to class late. Everybody's in the middle of talking. I walk in there jingling and shit, and I sat all the way in the back. Fucking teachers just staring at me and shit, like fucking walking my classroom like that. Yeah, get your funny ass out of my class.
I guess it's time for me to exit stage left
with the little cane and shit.
Sitting there with the bells and shit just dingling.
No. Yeah, we were fools.
I still love, man. I don't care as old as I get. I'm still gonna try to throw Halloween parties or go to Halloween party, because Halloween parties are always fun, safe and fun. It's a good way to get fucked up.
Yeah, man.
You can get fucked up.
I was telling Veronica too, like later on, once the COVID shit starts clearing up, I wanna like once you get out here and everything, I wanna rent like a big ass like cabin or a house, like just rent something, throw like a massive ass party.
Man, I'm talking about a mean ass party. That's what I always want to do. Want to throw. I always been to Halloween parties. We always have. We always went to Halloween parties and shit like that. Yeah. Our little Halloween kickbacks. Whatever. As you get older, it's not more like the club scene anymore. You start doing it at homes, pretty much.
Right.
Little kickbacks and shit. But I always wanted to throw crazy ass, big wild ass Halloween party. I'm talking about, especially when we really get some money. I'm talking about them bitches that be on the little curtains and shit.
Yeah,
coming down.
They got the little platforms hanging from the little sticks up in the poles up in the air and shit.
Yeah, I'm talking about some crazy ass fun Halloween parties and shit like that. But yeah, I definitely want to throw a.
It looked like the club from Bedazzled.
Yeah, my shit. I want my shit to look like the Great Gatsby mixed with some fucking
with
circus shit.
Yeah,
some
with
circus.
So Great Gatsby mixed with Lil Nicky and shit.
yeah, with some circus shit, some fucking what's that, American Horror Stories type shit happening around there.
I could bring that.
Yeah. Yeah, that'd be fun. That'd be fun. But yeah, so now if you are to go out, and you do, or you have been going out and going to just be safe, drink a lot. Make sure you got somebody to drive you home. Don't do like I do. They ask me who driving tonight, and I'm all drunk, and I say it's Jesus driving me home.
Straight up.
I'd be like who driving? I done that. I done sat in the passenger side with the car on and just laid back.
Yeah, I know, right? And then you just end up home.
And be with somebody too. They in the back sleep. Like, who driving? Jesus. Jesus driving us home. And then end up home.
And take the wheel.
And take the whole wheel. Take the wheel and don't stop for nobody. Just keep going.
Yeah, do as we say, not as we do.
Yeah. So, but then, yeah, man. How everything is going now, if you do have kids, I wouldn't take your kids out trick or treating. I would try to make some kind of holiday themed thing in your house.
Yeah, like have like a little mini holiday, like Halloween party for your kids. You know what I mean? That way, the parents, you get to get a little tipsy. Your kids get to have fun. Find one of your friends with a backyard. Take your kid over there. Set up like a little haunted house in the back or something. Prepare a couple days early. Like, and then you can still have. Like make it an adult, like a kid adult party, have a punch bowl and shit. Like make them feel like they drinking, but it's just like cranberry juice and soda water or something. You know what I mean?
And don't do like me and Toon would do, because if I have my
spike
son
that
there,
bitch,
I sit there and be like, boop, add a little, get you a little high, give him a little, have some punch with just a little dab of vodka in there. Have them on 10.
Yeah, when you got the punch bowl, the vodka's tasteless. We get them little kids fucked up.
Like, damn, what's this, daddy? Yeah, you're gonna grow some hair on your chest already. Age of
it
6.
tastes kind of funny. Keep drinking, it gets better.
All they're gonna do is pass out. Bam.
Yeah.
You know how many kids? You know how many kids we done doped up? You know how many kids?
Unless the cops ask. Now you know how funny it is seeing the jumper.
We started at the beginning of the conversation talking about what the fuck. Don't be doing that shit.
Yeah, don't poison your kids. We talk about alcohol in them and shit. You know how funny. You know how fun it is to watch like fucking 10 toddlers and a fucking air bouncer that are drunk. Shit.
Yeah, man. And now if you ain't got no kids and you ain't trying to go out to no parties, let's say if you got it and you're in a relationship, or you can do it like this. You can make it special for both y'all. Watch all the Halloween movies y'all can do. You still got days. You got like at least 5 days. 5 days you can bang out. Now if you got to work and shit, we understand. But to watch one movie a night or some shit. You could still make Halloween fun. Let's say if you're one of those people paranoid about the coronavirus, whatever. Okay, you can still dress up. Have you and your girl, your man, whatever, dress up. Put on, decorate the house. Do your own monster mash in the fucking house. Decorate the house, have fun. You can still make it fun. Play a shot game and watch some of the, like I said, a scary movie. And every time a bitch screams, take a shot. Every time somebody dies, take a shot. If you really want to get some deaths, watch some of the old 90s, the 80s, 90s horror movies.
Watch Dead Alive.
yeah. You like, man, this is too slow. We ain't getting fucked up enough. Well, okay, watch the 90s fucking horror movies. You'll get fucked up real quick.
The late 80s, early 90s. Shit, even some 70s ones.
So watch some old Jasons and Freddy Cougars and I was like, I know they consider like those little what you call like the Insidiouses and all that kind of shit, like horror movies. Yeah, they're scary as fuck to me, because of the whole little spiritual aspect. That shit is true. Little demons and all that kind of shit. That's why I don't care for those. But those other ones are not as scary, but they're pretty funny. Like the horror ones are like I think the horror back in the day, our horror ones are
the cliche horror ones, like the ones that they talk about in Scream, like how they all got the rules and shit.
Yeah. I think those horror ones were the best ones because they seemed like they were more creative. Because look how it became back to back with all the spiritual horror movies that came out, like the Haunted House.
They try to make everything more realistic, and then you had all the paranormal activity shit and stuff like that.
Yeah. They weren't creative anymore. Like none of the movies are creative. Like.
The thing is the first Paranormal Activity, I think it was good because it was somewhat innovative. Everyone's like, oh, Paranormal Activity started that shit. No, actually, Blair Witch started that style of filmmaking. Blair Witch was the first one to do that live camera.
You don't see who to kill. It's just the suspense. You never see what it is.
Never see what happens. Yeah. So it's like that was the original one to start that shit off, and then. Paranormal Activity, it was good because it was going along those lines, and then they just played that shit the fuck out. I think Cloverfield did a good job picking it back up a little bit and putting their own spin on it because it was like a little bit different.
Is Cloverfield with the alien one that was supposed to be outside or some shit?
Yeah, it was like that one. The one I think John Goodman was in the. I don't know if he was in the first or the second one.
I think this shit was called Cloverfield Lane or some shit.
Yeah, something like I didn't get the chance. I haven't watched, like, I can't give my full opinion on those because I haven't watched either one of them like fully. I've only seen like bits and pieces, but from what I heard, it did justice to the style of filmmaking. Now there's just so many like VHS, like the VHS movies were okay. There's just a lot of movies try to do that shit now, and it's like way played out. Because they've overdone it too much, and you can only do so much with that style. Yeah,
and then all the Ring movies and stuff. It's like like you said, even though they are different movies in the sense of if
you're gonna watch the Ring
story wise,
if you're gonna watch the Ring, watch the foreign one. Don't watch the American version.
Yeah, because they in that case, like you said, style wise, they're the same. But if you want to say. And story wise, that's the only thing that makes it different.
You remember High Tension?
Oh man, fuck that movie.
We were like 30 seconds into the movie, and he looks at me in the movie theater because I had to go watch it for class. He's like, "What the fuck did you bring me to?" He's like, "I'm about to walk out of here."
Man, fuck that movie. That movie was fucked up. I never even heard anybody talk about that movie. We mentioned.
Yeah,
I never even seen it like on a DVD shelf or Netflix or no shit like that. How did it even come to America? Like, who the fuck even dug that shit up? I think you took me to some Ring type movie that first. It was
because it has, and it sucks too because when we watched like the original version. It was in another language and we had to read the subtitles. I saw it come on TV.
So what?
I saw it come on TV one time and they had like an American dub of it. It was so stupid. Like it couldn't even take it seriously with the voiceovers.
And I mean that shit. He took me to some like Ring type of movie because it's like a tape that nobody else ever seen. And then if you try to find it, mysterious.
I know, yeah.
Never seen. I ain't never even heard of nobody even speak of that. When I mention it, everybody's like High Tension. What the fuck?
Yeah.
I'm like, I wasn't the only one there. I didn't dream of this shit.
Yeah.
Joe was there too.
Yeah, it was like a French film or something. My film teacher made me go watch it.
That movie was fucked up.
It was fucked up.
Fucked up in so many ways. It was fucked up.
I'm talking about 30 seconds in, you are like I said, you were already ready to leave.
I'm like, man, like who thought about that shit? They you know what? That shit was disrespectful. It's like you took me to some shit I never want to see again in my life. That shit give me PTSD after that shit. I'll never fuck around.
Right.
Ever.
He's like, we ain't going to the movies unless I pick the movie.
Yeah, ever again, man.
Then we went to go watch Memories of a Gangster.
Memories of a Gangster. We had to watch it.
The dude sat there straight up laughing at you. Like while we were at the ticket booth, and he gave us the tickets and he never corrected us. For the people that don't know, it was Memoirs of a Geisha. Because we went with a group of people to go see it. We were like, what are we watching? He's like, Memories of a Gangster. They was like, yeah. And we went up to the ticket guy. He was like, yeah, 2 tickets for Memories of a Gangster. He's like, what? And he like laughed, repeated it. And he printed out the tickets and gave it to us. And then we got in there. We're like, what the fuck is this shit? There ain't no gangsters in this movie.
And then people might think, oh, he was trying to be funny. No,
it was dead serious. That's what the name of the movie was.
Fucking dyslexic and shit. That's fucking funny. Or just dyslexic, can't read like a motherfucker. Shit just jumbling up. memories of it was like a geisha. Nigga, you don't know how to say a geisha?
Yeah, yeah.
It was like memories of a gangster. I want
I
to see
should
that
have.
shit.
Yeah, I should have whipped his ass for fooling me into watching some bullshit.
What was that?
The dude who at the ticket booth who when we asked him, this wasn't no gangster movie. You could have corrected me. Oh, did you mean this? You know it's about this, or it's not a gangster movie. I mean, we were there with like girls watching it, so it was like they wanted to watch it.
Oh yeah.
So
we sure went to the movies. That's the one thing you kind of do miss, and youth. We sure did go to the movies with a lot. We were
like girls. We were like 8-10 deep or something like that.
We was some date motherfuckers, boy. And some movies with women's. Yeah, that's what you do. But like we said, so you can always come up with creative things to do in the house. Do some do-it-yourself fucking advice little tip channel right now. We just giving you a few ideas that you can throw and mix around and have some fun. You can, like I said, it's always some creative stuff you can really do. I know that it might seem kind of boring, you just sit in the house, but you got to make it fun. Come up with little games, board games, whatever. And the more people, better. If you got family members, invite them motherfuckers over. Like, turn it into something.
Yeah, they got
into an event.
They got Nightmare Before Christmas Monopoly now, so
Yes. Instead of being like my ass, sitting back watching horror movies, drinking pumpkin spice shit with green fucking flavor or food flavor, and just to make it,
you turned into a white girl overnight.
Just to make it more Halloween.
All right.
Yeah. Man, no, but it's like you got to be creative, have fun. I've seen a lot of people, it's like, because like this, if you can't figure out something so small and simple to do for Halloween, you definitely gonna fail around Thanksgiving and Christmas coming up.
Oh yeah, then you just a boring motherfucker.
Yeah. Because if you're scared of Halloween, and I understand because of more people, but then think about like Thanksgiving and all the rest of that shit coming up now. It's like, more, what most people gonna say and do. I already know what they're gonna do. They've been doing it all year already. They're gonna have like Zoom family food and shit.
Oh yeah, right. They'll be sitting there in front of their camera with their fork and fucking
and their family watching you eating shit. That's kind of weird.
Let's pray.
Yeah. But I mean that's fine if something, especially if you live. As most definitely if you live out of state, out of country type shit. I get that.
And honestly, the positive thing about it is I think that this kind of opened up a way for people because it's like a lot of people get annoyed having to do fitness classes on Zoom, shit like that, having to do their actual schooling on Zoom. But when you think about it, it opened up this avenue to make it easier for people to communicate. So when you do have, like my grandpa, he has a lot of family in Bolivia. Now, like they call on Skype and shit like that. It costs them money to talk. Now you could just hop on the internet like me and you were doing right now. There's so many different ways that they've added to make it easier for you to communicate with other people because you can't physically be together, that the people that you could never physically be together, now you have a better avenue of communication.
Yeah.
So
it's
a good thing for that.
It's a really good thing. It's harder to get a girl pregnant over the internet and shit too.
Right.
You can always just shoot one off and miss every time.
100%. 100%. Right.
You can miss. Yeah, it's 100% negative baby rate right there. You can miss every single time. For $29.95, all kind of shit, whatever.
COVID is the ultimate contraceptive.
Yeah. They're gonna start selling it in little packs and shit.
Right.
Like they did condoms. Man, COVID.
COVID condoms.
COVID, man. Just like the Trojan commercial. Just like the Trojan commercial. COVID, man. Like the old Trojan commercials. That shit is funny, man. But yeah, man, it's like watch out for your kids as you see everything that's going on. Watch out for yourself. And there's still ways to do it. I've seen people talking about they're, being depressed, not only about everything else, but now they're like, I can't even see my friend. You can. You just don't tell no damn body. Why y'all gotta tell everybody? Go meet. Go hang out.
Yeah, go especially like if you motherfuckers, if people getting in big ass groups and shit, if y'all motherfuckers would stop posting everything on social media, you wouldn't be getting caught up.
Yeah, why you letting what they say dictate the way you live? Shit, fuck them. I still good, man. Somebody invite me to a party tonight. I'm not going, but I would in my mind.
Right, yeah, but you went to one recently, so it's not like you're not going because it's just some of y'all motherfuckers I like better than others.
some people have masks and shit and the costumes. You know, the costumes take away from the COVID. You know, the costume protects you, so that's why you should get one. Amazon's selling them right now. You can get it before Saturday.
I feel like if everybody is like a hazmat person for Halloween, then we'll all be good and safe. Just sell a whole bunch of variety hazmat suits. Everybody go as the characters from Among Us. So like everybody's
colors.
hazmat
Blue,
and astronaut. Hazmat
blue,
and astronaut.
red.
Yeah, are the only hazmat and astronaut are the only two acceptable costumes for this Halloween. If you want to go.
And you know people are doing it anyway. I don't know why everybody thinking that they're not going out and not seeing it. Everybody's not dumb. We know, but just like you said, they like to sit there and post their business and snitching on yourself, having a big ass house party and going live video with the shit. Yeah, but you ain't supposed to show that shit live. I was wondering, like, how is their house parties ending up on the news unless they like on fire?
They posted on them motherfuckers.
They posting videos. I was thinking that
they Bobby Schmurder themselves.
Yeah, you know what I was thinking? I was thinking that people are dying. Maybe it's a fire. Something blew up. No, they're posting. They're going live.
Yeah,
you know. And then you got snitches out there. Is the world is full of snitch and people telling all the damn time.
Yeah, they want to be the ones to be like, oh, I did this.
Yeah, so it's like this. You have somebody record their little video. Hey, look, Lisa crazy. Oh, she jumped off the roof. Bam. Lisa done had a good time. Y'all having fucking fun. Post the video. Some snitching, hating ass person on the other end saves your video and turns it into the news channel. Because I was like, how the fuck did they get a footage like that? All in the bathroom, people throwing up, go upstairs and shit. It's like, was it a news person there?
Yeah, they had like a full montage and shit of the whole party.
Yeah. Took a shot like this. You see it in the POV and shit.
Yeah,
you're having a good ass time.
He got the GoPro on his fucking forehead.
Talking about, I'm still reporting and shit, drunk as fuck.
We're reporting live from the party.
It's like, hold on, I gotta take another one of these Quaaludes and shit. Oh shit.
Back to you, Steve, you bitch.
You got my job, you bitch.
You don't deserve to be anchor.
And that's what you get for sleeping with my wife, you motherfucker. All throwing up and shit. But yeah, I was wondering how people getting snitched out, because it was a lot of them at first. Remember, after it started calming down the first couple of months, blah blah blah.
And especially when it's done, when it's big, because it's like, like big YouTubers and TikTokers and shit like that. Everything they do is for content. And of course, when you live in a house like where it's a famous house full of famous people, then it's like they're gonna know when you go live and they see it, they're gonna be like, oh, they're having a party over there, and go break that shit up. Everybody knows.
What was this? This was last month or the month before. It was just recent though. Either it's 2 months or it was just last month. But I heard that it was like a big ass mansion party in LA, and
that's it with all the TikTokers. It was a big ass mansion party.
Is that what it was?
Yeah, and then they ended up cutting their power and shit and leaving the power
cutting their power and shit, cutting the power. I'm like, how do to myself? I'm like, how did they get snitched on, or did they snitch on themselves? Or,
they snitched on themselves by posting all that shit,
flyers and shit on the internet. Come over here around 7,
and it was like a massive ass party. Like, there's no way that people wouldn't know about it. I think all the neighbors called the police and shit like that, because it was like all out into the street and everything.
Yeah, that could be true too.
It was like party. What was that shit? Party X or some shit like that.
Oh, Project X.
Project X.
Yeah. I can't believe that. Speaking of that too, I can't believe, and I know we're about to wrap it up, but speaking of that, I can't believe people are still going to the clubs. There's clubs still, right? Like, people are still fucking. You gotta just know somebody that knows somebody. Like, all this shit reminds me of that. The Prohibition era and shit, when they were trying to get rid of alcohol. Man, back in the 1920s, 30s, 10s, whatever.
Yeah,
some shit. The Prohibition. And
you see what they're doing there.
Outlawed, and they was sneaking alcohol through fucking little places. Women was wearing big ass jackets, had alcohol walking down the street.
Yeah,
that's what it reminds me of. Parties and kickbacks and going out.
Yeah,
Prohibition, fucking COVID era.
I've been keeping up with Bradley Martin's gym. And so first, like, he had everybody coming in still. They reshut gyms down, but like gyms in the next county were open. So he's like, I'm keeping my gym open. He made people wear masks, have sanitizer, all that shit. And the city kept warning him, you gotta close your gym. You gotta close your gym. He's like, I'm not closing my fucking gym. So they cut all his power. So then he got like big ass lights in there, fans and shit. He's open like, all night now, 24 hours. Fucking his gym is always open. And then he just got subpoenaed and shit now. Because he was like, fuck the masks, fuck the sanitizer. He's like, whoever wants to come in, just come in and work out. And like the gyms are like packed now. And he was like, they just subpoenaed him to go to court and shit, like the city of Los Angeles or whatever city versus Bradley Martin versus Zoo Culture Gym or whatever. I was like, that's crazy.
See, that's crazy. But
he still ain't closing that shit down.
Oh, I know that's gonna be another podcast. But they even said last night, I seen it for the first time last night. Not to keep hanging on to the little dreary shit like that. But we're about to go into a third phase. You know how a third phase of the corona shit.
Like with us, they just cut down the gatherings of 10 people. They cut it down to 5 again, and next the restaurants are gonna have to go back to 25% capacity and all that bullshit.
I was like, here we go again. And I wonder why. And then it's not even about so much people going out, dog. I think it's just some bullshit.
Yeah,
it really is some. Not as we always say, we're not saying that the coronavirus isn't real and people haven't died from it. What we're saying is the way that they're regulating things are some bullshit.
Let me tell you this one more thing before we wrap up. I'm gonna tell you that this flu season, I guarantee you that we're gonna have a record number of deaths, a record number, because we've been shut down for 6 months. You have everything's clean and sanitized. You have to wear a mask everywhere you go. Nobody has an immune system right now. And when people start getting sick, motherfuckers are going to die.
No, but it's true. I think that they're saying that third wave thing is coming up. Well, like we said, it's another podcast, but I think that they are mentioning the third wave because of the flu season that's coming up. So when people start coughing and sneezing and running out buying medicine, it's not about, not everybody has a coronavirus because you hear somebody cough and sneeze. You can't tell the difference between, you're not a doctor yourself or any kind of pediatrician or anything like that can sit there and say the difference between what is COVID and not by looking at somebody and shit like that.
But the problem is,
I think that they're doing that shit because they know that people are going to start getting sick. I mean, it's dark as hell. It's been like this for like 3 days, so I'm expecting it to rain hard. I hope it do.
Like I'm gonna tell you something off air too. Because I don't technically want to
hear all our shit.
Yeah, I don't want to technically talk about it now because like we have this, it involves my job, but it's something I can't really talk about.
Yeah, because it ain't none of your damn business. FBI and dude that's sitting over there beating his meat right now, eating Cheetos. Shit, you get disrespectful. Your ass is nasty. You shouldn't have been watching me last night when I was eating my meat doing the same shit.
doing the same shit.
Disrespectful. I hear him right now. Coughed in my ear.
I know.
All right, but we're gonna wrap this up. We're gonna have Willie, Earl, and Gus next podcast. If you don't know who they are, you will know the next podcast.
You're gonna know soon.
We're trying to keep them more light and more entertaining podcast, especially towards the end of the year, because I'm tired of talking about COVID. And we definitely gonna be talking about the debate and our point of view. I'm gonna wait until Trump get reelected, huh? I said I'm gonna wait until Trump.
You ever seen that movie Idiocracy? I feel like that's where we're headed, man.
Yeah. He said, what'd he say? I said I'm gonna wait till Trump get reelected for us to start talking about that shit in November.
Yeah.
Because it's gonna be fun.
That's only like a week, right? That's only like a week, week and a half away,
Yeah, it's gonna be funny. This shit is about to be fun. Oh yeah, it's about to be
right, fun. Yeah. But man, make sure everybody goes to foxandravenent.com. Follow us on Instagram, Fox and Raven ENT, Instagram, Twitter. We got a Discord, man. Check out our Discord. I'm gonna link it in the description. I'm hooking that Discord up right now. I've been working on that shit all morning. Got a whole bunch of custom emojis and stuff like that. We got the Discord is popping right now, and
then for the new people, I do have this to say: that DM me and stuff like that. Person on a little King of Sorrow, whatever, and you DM me, thank you for listening. I really appreciate it. I really appreciate it for checking it out for however many minutes you checked it out, or looked at our YouTube, or anything else, or checked out our old videos, all that kind of stuff. We want to say thank you to y'all. We will have new merch. Let us work on that. We'll get back to you guys with new merch. But you talking about new merch, but your ass ain't buying the old. You gotta buy the old one too.
Gotta buy the old shit so we can fund the new stuff. You know what I mean?
But no, check out foxandravenent.com. We got subs, merch, and more on there. Check out Fox and Raven ENT on IG. Follow Fox and Raven ENT on IG. Check out the YouTube and everything else, any other platform that we are on. The Discord that we hooking up, and any But if you go to Fox Raven ENT, you'll check all that out. We have the link to everything.
And message me, man, because we get a lot of people following and unfollowing like every day. So if you listen, like DM the Fox and Raven ENT page on Instagram, be like, oh, I'm here from the podcast. We'll drop you a follow back. We're not like fucking asshole people. Like I'll check your shit out too.
Yeah, people and one thing to add on to what you just said too, if you have messages talking about our message board or like suggestions that you want us to talk about on the podcast, inbox, DM, slide in the DM. We like to slide in that motherfucker, slide in the DM and DM
slide in
Fox Raven, slide in
slip
there
and slide with the little gator mouth. So
yeah, but man, leave your suggestions and messages and questions and your hate and your love and all the rest of that stuff in there, and we take it all. We take insults as compliments, so we love it all. It don't matter to us.
And if you can, man, leave us a review on whatever platform you listen to this podcast on. Reviews help. 1 star, 5 stars. If it's a bad review, tell us we're pieces of shit and we don't know shit, or you can tell us that you love the podcast, whatever it is. Just go drop a review, man. Do something. Participate in the podcast with us.
Yeah, and then other than that, as always, stay sly as a fox
and fly as a raven.